Yeah.
Okay, can I have one?
Yeah, sure, bro. Well, what's your name first, bro?
Jabril.
Jabril. Oh, that's a beautiful name, bro.
I know.
You know where your name comes from?
Yeah, the angel.
The angel Gabriel.
Yeah.
What do you know about the angel Gabriel?
He was a messenger. I know a little bit. I watched a YouTube video.
Okay.
I forgot.
Okay. Do you know what the Muslims believe about angel Gabriel?
What?
The angel Gabriel is actually known as one of the most, one of the closest angels to God, right?
Okay.
We call him Jibra'il. In Arabic is Jibra'il, right?
Okay.
He's such a massive angel, right? He has multiple sets of wings. If he opens up one of his wings, it covers the entire skies.
Okay.
So it's a very massive angel, but it's the right-hand angel of God.
Right-hand angel.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, my brother. Would you like for me to share with you anything about Islam? You have any questions about religion or Islam or anything like that, my brother?
Not right now, no.
You sure? Okay, cool. Would you like for me to explain for you like what the message of Islam is?
I know the message. I believe.
Okay. Oh, you believe in Islam already?
No.
How about what I could do is I could walk you through what we believe, and then you say either you confirm or you deny.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, as Muslims, we believe there's only one God.
I believe in that.
Okay, cool. We believe God is not a human.
No. I don't believe that.
God is a human?
No, I don't think he is.
That he's not a human.
He's not a human.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, we agree. Without God sends messengers. He sends prophets.
Yes.
He sends angels.
Yes.
He sends revelation as well.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what revelation.
Like revelations, like books from God, like holy books.
Okay, yes.
Like
yes.
revelations. That's like revelation, and usually all the revelations come from Angel Gabriel.
Okay.
Yeah, because Angel Gabriel is responsible for sending the messages of God to the messengers of God.
Yes.
Cool. Do you believe in the afterlife?
Yeah.
Like the day of judgment, that we're going to be judged by God?
I don't know.
Okay, then I guess that's something that you have to move forward. And you're okay, mashallah. So what's stopping you from becoming a Muslim? How about this? Let me share with you what we believe about God.
Discipline. Not disciplined enough.
Oh, you're not disciplined enough. Well,
so we'll take baby steps though.
Yeah, absolutely, my brother. No one starts off perfect. Islam is the perfection process. Without Islam, you would never be able to get there. Because Islam is a system that allows you to get to the best version of yourself. You understand? Cool. So let me share with you a little bit what we believe about God, and then you choose if you believe that's true or it's not true.
Okay.
Cool. So this is the Quran. This is known as the final message of God, sent to the final messenger of God, known as the Prophet Muhammad. Do you know Prophet Muhammad?
Yeah, I know.
He's known as the final messenger of God that was sent to all of mankind. Yes. We believe that there were previous prophets, right? And previous messengers, but they were sent to different people at different times. There's only one messenger, and there's only one revelation that was for all of the world for all times. Yes. Does that make sense, my dear brother? Yes. So I'll share with you what the Quran says about God, and then I'll translate the verses to you, okay? Because the Quran was revealed in Arabic, okay? And then it's translated for English right there, okay?
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Right? So this is the original pronunciation in Arabic. So the Quran is a very, very, very special book. It is the most special book on the world. Do you know why? Because it's the verbatim words of God. Whatever God says is written directly in this book. Okay? And what makes the Quran different than any other book is the only book that was memorized and it's authentically from God. There's other books that claim they're from God, but they were written by humans and it was made by them instead of made by God.
So how you know the difference?
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell. And the Quran is here as a criteria to tell what is true and what is not. What we believe is Allah already instilled within you a hardware system that detects truth and lies. You get what I'm saying? And if I were to tell you that God is this bird flying in the sky, like you would know immediately God has given you enough intellect to know to decipher truth and falsehood. That's why there's truth and falsehood presented to you, and then you choose either you want to follow the truth or are you going to follow the falsehood. So if I have a question to you, if the truth is presented in front of you, will you follow the truth or will you turn away from the truth?
I'll follow the truth.
Follow the truth. You know it's hard to do. Yeah, but there's only one truth.
There's only one truth, so I will follow what I think is true.
Well, what you believe is true. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so now let's go over what we believe about God, okay? Okay. Cool. I'm sorry for the noise. It's a little bit loud. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cool. So let's go ahead and go over it, okay? So page 374, okay? Chapter 112, okay? It's at the very end.
I'm ready.
Cool. All right, so we'll go over it together, okay? Right here.
Okay.
In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. That He is Allah, one and indivisible, meaning God is absolutely one and He cannot be divided. Is that something you agree with?
Yes.
That God is one, He cannot be divided. He's good.
I
Beautiful.
don't believe in Jesus.
Yes. Okay, beautiful. 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 Because we don't believe in the idea of Trinity, that God is separated into three parts. We don't believe in
I don't
that.
believe in that.
Cool. So we're on the same page then. Right? Allah, the sustainer needed by all, meaning everyone and everything needs God, but God does not need anyone or anything. Is that something you agree with?
Yes.
Yes? So does God need Jesus? No. But does Jesus need God?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. There's the difference, right? He has never had offspring, meaning we're not the children of God, but we're the children of Adam and Eve, which are the first human beings. Have you heard of the names Adam and Eve?
Yes.
These are the first human beings. So we are the children of the first human beings.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense, but sometimes to get my head wrapped around Adam and Eve and everything, it's like,
Well, what questions do you have about Adam and Eve? Because you have to understand, Islamic narration of Adam and Eve is different than the Bible's narration of Adam and Eve.
it's like we all started from them two people. It's like incest, like how we all created from just two people. I feel like it was more than just them two people.
Well, so do you want me to explain from the Islamic tradition
Yeah.
how that happened? Okay, let's finish this and we'll move on to that one. Okay, cool. So, and nor was God born, meaning Jesus was born, right?
Right.
Therefore, that denies that Jesus can be God, because God was not born. God has no beginning, He has no end. Is that something that you agree with?
I agree with
Okay? And there's none comparable to Him. You cannot compare God to His creation.
I agree.
Okay, wonderful, my brother. So we're in agreement. Guess what? The only ones who believe in this is the Muslims. We're the only ones that have this high criteria of God. Everyone else has the criteria of God, but their criteria is a lot lower than ours. We have the highest criteria of who God is.
Can I ask you, when I pray
Absolutely.
5 times a day, can I pray in English or I got to pray in Arabic?
You would, because when you recite the Quran, it has to be in its original, which is in Arabic. But you take your time with it, bro. Take your time, bro.
Yeah.
Because when the Prophet Muhammad came and he was teaching the people, it was after 13 years, then prayer was instilled.
Can I have YouTube on to follow me while I pray? Like
To learn, I think that's usually the best for the people like that's never like learned Arabic. But I'm telling you, it's very, very easy, bro. Well, to learn everything, it's very easy. But guess what? Actually, I have a prayer manual that's going to make it very easy for you.
Okay.
So I'll give that to you, okay, my brother? So this is a prayer manual that'll teach you step by step how to worship, okay, my brother?
Okay.
And I think there's another app too that maybe that could help you out. Here, let me
My
see.
internet real slow.
Okay, no worries, no worries. It's called the Namaz app.
Namaz app.
Yeah, I think it's called the Namaz app. You should check it out, and then it'll probably help you out with that, okay?
I
So,
appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. So when it comes to the criteria of God, you agree with what we say about the
Yes.
criteria of God. Okay, now let's move on to the Adam and Eve, okay? So when it comes to Adam and Eve, right, Almighty God created Adam and Eve in paradise, okay? When Adam ate from the forbidden fruit, then he was placed on earth, and he had to work his way back up to paradise, okay? So when Adam and Eve were placed on earth, they had children. Every single time Eve was pregnant, she had twins, a boy and a girl. So at that time, the first human beings, the ruling at that time was the twins that were born together, they couldn't marry each other. They could marry through an opposite set. You get what I'm trying to say? So if the boy and girl are born together, they couldn't marry one another. But let's say the next pregnancy, they can marry from each other.
Okay.
And that's how the human race began.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, that it's like a little bit, but that's how...
I know what you're saying and how like they came out, they can't make, like the same pair can't marry.
They can't marry, yes.
I agree.
Yeah. So the same pair cannot marry, but the ones that are born outside of that pair, they were able to marry. So there's narrations that she had about 20 sets of children, and each one was a boy and girl. So they came in pairs of boys and girls. You get what I'm trying to say? 20 boys, 20 girls. But the ones that weren't married within, that weren't born within the same set, they were allowed to marry. The ones that were born together, they were not allowed to marry one another.
So last question, I'm gonna leave.
Sure, brother.
Do like Abraham, like he was like 1,000 years and everything. Like is that the same way in the Quran? Like somebody was 1,000 years old, or
Yeah, so
300 years old?
so we believe that in the beginning, when humans were closer to God,
Yeah.
humans were actually a lot bigger.
Yeah.
We were a lot healthier. Because we were closer to God. Right now, we're living in the age where farther and farther. This is actually the age where we're farthest away from God. That's ever happened. This is the strongest the devil has ever been. In the beginning of time, the devil was very weak because nobody listened to him. You get what I'm saying? But over the thousands of years, he's been able to trick, misconstrued, things about God, get people to worship idols, images, get them to worship humans, and all these different things. And now we got to where we are right now. It was a long process in order to get there. It didn't just happen overnight. It happened over steps of thousands of years to get where we are right now.
All right, I see you.
Yeah. But before you leave, so you agree with the message of Islam, right?
Yes.
So what's stopping you from becoming a Muslim?
Told you I'm not disciplined enough. I tried, and I can't get the words down. That's another stuff. I can't get the words down properly, and I'm not disciplined enough. Like I miss prayers. I probably smoke a cigarette when I after like stuff like that. But I'm too old not to be disciplined enough though, and I'm not around family too that's are Muslim. Like our Muslim family was more easier when I was around my brothers and sisters back on Philadelphia. Now I'm moved to LA by myself, so I'm not.
Yeah, there's not as many Muslims here. Yeah.
Yeah, being by myself ain't disciplined enough. Like,
Well, that's why you connect to your local masjid, my brother.
I know, and I seen it. I Googled it multiple times, but it was like I don't know. I ain't stepped my foot in there and just test it out.
But you believe Allah is the one true God?
Yes.
And you believe Prophet Muhammad is the messenger and servant of God?
I agree, yes.
Okay, then would you like to say your shahada?
My friend gave me a shahada.
Okay, so you're already Muslim.
Yeah, I already know I'm Muslim.
MashaAllah, my brother.
Yes.
MashaAllah. Okay, then what we could do is I could give you a prayer mat and a prayer manual.
You gave me the prayer.
Okay, cool. Then let me give you a prayer mat then.
Okay, can I pay you?
No. We don't accept donations.
Okay.
Yeah, this I do it simply for God. I don't do it for people. I don't even do it for you. I do it simply from God. I don't want nothing for people.
Okay.
If they start paying me, I don't want people's money. I want everything from God, though.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because God is going to reward me far more than the people.
I believe that you shouldn't tax your friends. Like, say if you get a loan, 500, just give it right back. Like, no taxes. I believe in that too.
Yeah, as Muslims, we take care of each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful, man. I wish you the best, my brother. Okay. Please take a prayer, man, my brother, before you leave. Absolutely, my brother. It's a gift from me to you. Okay. God bless you, man.
Why don't we push each other to read the Quran? Quran is the only Quran app in the world that allows you to add friends and family. Every time they read, it notifies you. Every time you read Quran, it notifies them. It pushes each of you to read more Quran. The Prophet ﷺ told us to compete in good deeds. Download Qur'anly, try it free for 7 days, and change your life with the words of Allah.
تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير